known, like normally the family member wouldn't hurt the other family members, but then they snap and then they finally do get them.
Yeah.
I've seen that. Like, I seen it was one I watched a couple of days ago. I think it was Who the Bleep Did I Marry?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And this lady married like a freaking spy and didn't even know.
Oh.
Like a Cuban spy.
Oh.
So what happened was he married her so that he could look like unsuspecting pretty much. And she was the perfect cover because she didn't know what was going on.
Ooh.
And sure enough, it was like this big old thing, I guess, on the news. And just lo and behold, it's her husband hopping out the jet. And she's like, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, I saw when the lady saw her husband's picture in the laundromat. She was going to do the laundry, and they had a little wanted sign up there for somebody. She was like, why do they like my husband?
Sure, because it is.
Yeah.
That is sad. Yeah. See, I ain't got no sense. You ain't got to worry about me because I'm going to kill you first.
Hello?
Embarrassing me.
Yes. You don't got to worry about going to jail. You going to the funeral, the mortuary.
Yeah, you embarrass me. Got these people thinking I'm marrying murderers and stuff. Oh, nah, bro, you got to go. Better get rid of you.
Yeah. And like I said, they was beating on the wife, so now that's the person, you're going to die there. You don't have no chance to kill nobody else because I didn't kill you.
Hello. That's why I always say, like, with all that R. Kelly stuff, like, I feel like Andrea whatever her name is, her ass should get locked up too.
Yeah.
Because ain't no way you didn't know. First of all, your husband was a rumored pedo.
Right.
Then you talking about he was beating on you. So, I never knew, because I was always locked up in my room. Girl, boo, that was your out.
Right.
That was your way to get yourself out and to save them little girls. I feel like you knew it. You probably felt like shit. As long as he ain't doing it to me, I ain't doing it to him. Right. That's really what happened. Like, girl, be honest. Stop lying to yourself and people. And there's some abused women. It's like they get their own satisfaction out of it being somebody else. Like,
yeah, they're like, it's not
you don't even know you
right.
just with my husband, girl. So whatever you get, you deserve.
Yeah.
Like, it's really women out there like that.
Nah, see, that's you should, I don't care that he's one of his own, but you shouldn't wish on nobody else.
Girl. Talking about, she had to go and she started to wonder if he would do that to their daughter. No, he was doing it to the daughter because he wasn't know who he was on.
Right.
He wasn't incestual, nigga. He was a nasty person, but he wasn't incestual.
Right.
And that's the sad part. Well, not sad, but the crazy part about it was like, his kids were like, we've been estranged from our dad, but no, he's never hurt us. I feel like they were estranged just because, like, I don't want anybody to know that this is my daddy.
Right. I don't want that
This man is too controversial. Yeah. My damn sure with it. I'm cool. Me had that's like that girl. Remember the dude that represented OJ? I think it was. And he called himself trying to represent Eric Holder, and his daughter started getting death threats, and he had to step down. I'm like, well, what would you want to do that for anyway?
Right.
This man killed somebody that literally the entire state loved, and then the world grew to love.
Right.
Why the hell would you want to be this man's snob?
Because if you want,
that's right. Yeah, but this ain't OJ, bro. We didn't know the white lady, okay? It was messed up. I feel bad for her family. We know that nigga OJ did it, but we don't know her.
Right.
We knew Nip.
Yeah.
And it's like, what were you really? We know he did it, but it was on camera. So you trying to get the man less time? Like, why were you here? You couldn't even say he didn't do it. The OJ thing, there was no, like, this man was on camera killing Nip. OJ, they had to do their job. OJ made them do their job.
Yeah, and they didn't do it right.
Exactly.
Or he did.
They know he did it too.
Yeah, no.
We all know he did it. If I'm not mistaken, didn't he like when they sued him in civil court? Didn't the family win?
Yeah. And then he wrote a book talking about
if I'd have done it.
This is what I would have done. I was like, OJ, you just think that's why his dad ended up in jail anyway.
It's funny though. When black men be trying to run away from being black, you realize you more of a nigga than a nigga. Cause that was a great A nigga. I'm not black. I'm OJ. Why do I have to be categorized with other black people? You were so black hating.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, when you unalive that white lady, you want to be black again.
Because you want
all right,
you want the choices system, but you don't want to be supportive.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
get somewhere.
I think he one of them. I don't even think he necessarily hates being black. I just think he decided to keep a period.
Yeah.
Like if he didn't think that he could get caught, he clearly be a serial killer. I could see it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Kris Jenner, she talked about the fact that like Nicole, like that was the reason why her and what's her man's name? Her and Robert like had a lot of issues because Robert was friends with OJ, and obviously Nicole was one of her best friends.
Right.
And she came out in one of them documentaries and said that like he definitely was abusing her, Nicole, because she come over their house and bruises and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
They be trying to take that for him.
I believe it. 100%.
And it's wild because when you killed her, y'all weren't even together.
Like she had gone on with somebody.
Yeah, but he had his own situation too, though.
But the
meanwhile,
thing is,
you
I can
OJ, you was with everybody.
Yeah. I can move on. You can't move on. You need to, be devastated that I left you and, live alone forever.
Super hard.
Yeah.
Like it's the reason why the majority of serial killers and murderers are male.
Yeah.
Because they have to. They're crazy. They don't know how to deal with their emotions.
Because from the baby, we've been told not to cry and don't.
Yeah, I don't believe in that shit.
Cry. Don't be a murderer. Cry.
Yeah, for real. I be telling people, all these black men is like they might not be killing women off so much, but they're definitely abusing them. They definitely be terrorizing them in their personal life and shit. Like, I be telling my sons, use your words. That's the first thing. Open your mouth and speak. If you feel about some kind of way about something, open your mouth and speak.
Say so.
Don't do the crybaby shit. Cry if something truly hurts you. Yeah. Not that you didn't get your way. But learn to open your mouth and speak on things. And so here we create that environment where Junior will tell you, he don't like you calling me something, he'll be like, I don't like that. Please don't do that to me anymore. Or he'll be like, Daddy, don't say that to me. I don't like that.
Right.
He had an attitude with me this morning because he got popped in the damn chest. I didn't care. He was like, I'm not your friend. I said, it's okay. I said, I'm not your friend either. I'm your mama. I said, so we on the same page. Well, I'm only my daddy's friend. Okay. I said, well, if your daddy was here, he'd have popped you way faster than I would have. Right. But whatever. No. And I'm like, think you can do the same thing. He was like, I'm not your friend. I'm going to call my mama. I don't give a damn. So they come get you. Shit. Hello. And now y'all got phones? Call her. Let's go get you.
Tell them what you did and see what you said.
Okay. I remember them days when you realized you couldn't tell your grandparents and your parents. It didn't make sense. Because it was like, well, ain't that your mama? Right. Yeah, but I'm your mama. Well, that don't make no sense. I felt betrayed when I realized I couldn't tell my granny.
Yeah, I can't tell your mama I'm you.
Yeah. What is this?
I'm telling your mama.
Yeah. I was like, girl, good luck. Try it if you want to. That didn't work.
Call the people. Hurry up, call them. Call them. In school they say you're call them.
It's so funny because like this day and age, the police are so damn crazy. The kids don't even ain't calling no damn police.
No.
I just deal with this. Yeah.
You never know how that's gonna go.
Yeah, especially being a minority child.
You don't know.
You a black or brown kid, yeah, no, just take your chances at home, big dog. Yeah, this hair definitely got longer.
And I just keep it twisted up, so
that's why you don't mess with it.
Yeah.
That's what I do with the kids. I be telling people like, literally, my routine with them is wash it, blow dry it, trim it, braid it up, don't touch it for a month or two.
Yeah.
That's literally all I do.
That's it.
You like, what do you use? I'm like, I am hella old school. I'm not even doing all that. Like, I just don't bother.
Right.
And Ayana don't like to get her hair done, so I ain't bothering
so
her.
Good, right.
Okay, where do you want your part at?
Can you do that whole front swoopy thing? And then
What is the front swoopy thing? The
know.
one that goes to the side?
Yeah. I don't know.
The front swoopy thing.
The one where it starts here.
I sure can do a front swoopy thing, girl. Start calling it that too. Front soupy thing. Yes, Lord. I want a front soupy braid. With a
timeline, get him to tell us what he did and get locked into a story.
Slept at your house Friday night? Okay, what about Saturday? Saturday, I drove her went to the dog park. I told her I was going to the bar. Yeah, when you say bar, Wilmington. And how long do you think you were at the Walmart? Anywhere between 2.5 to 3 hours?
It's so funny. She
Jerry said that
be
you
trying
can
to
start out
micromanage, and I get
with all that
it.
tab.
I'm one of the easier candidates. Them other ones be stressing
Email.
out.
Giving her the blues.
Yeah, she told me yesterday, she's like, you're just so agreeable and just easy to deal with. You make my job so easy. And I was like, girl, I mean,
Right.
I don't know what the fuck everybody
Makes
else
life
is tripping out
easy for the
for.
both of us.
You know, we in Torrance too, so, you know, she dealing with her own people.
Yeah. And you know they
Fix my shit, other than that, I don't care. I don't want you in here more than you need to be anyway.
Right. Leave me alone.
Mind you, she know what I do for a living. She know, you know, so when the working man came, she was like, that's why she was like, well, you know you can't be in there for 2 hours. Please, I knew when that black boy came in here, he knew exactly what to do.
Right.
He was not gonna like spray no big ass mist of shit all
He
in
was
the
just
house.
gonna do, you know.
No, he walked around the kitchen, did the little spray, and let me know, okay, well, you know, I sprayed in here, and I watched him do it.
Uh-huh.
There was not a fume that came out of there.
No, no little
What
spritzy
the hell he
nothing.
doing?
Right.
Wherever the hell she was gonna take me.
And literally all it was like, I noticed when they do construction, I always get like a bug or two. It don't even be a whole lot. But me,
Yeah.
no, look here, I be lying. I be like, I seen a whole bunch of them.
It just had to be
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
One too
One
many.
is enough. That, yeah, because if he done came out here, that means that it's too crowded where him and the homies is at. I'm
Man,
cool.
I don't want him going up there telling the homies clean room down here.
Okay. Yeah. And so when they were doing that construction next door, that's when it first started to happen. I'm like, okay, it got to be something. They probably was just living in the walls.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Because I've been here 2 years and never had nothing. I think like when I first moved in, like we had an ant problem. And she come to find out they was coming through the window right there. The man sprayed one time. I didn't seen the ant since, and that was 2 years ago. August makes 2 years I done been here. I've never. They do a really good job of keeping up with this building.
That's good.
So I heard automatically knew. I was like, oh, it's the construction. Mind you, we from the hood. Shit, we know where the hell.
Yes. Yes.
I always sleep as long as the fucking mouse don't run out.
Yeah,
I'm
we
cool.
good, right?
I could deal with a spider. I could deal with a roach or two. Kill them niggas and go on my business. And so the last time they came, I guess it was somebody that was supposed to come, and I guess they couldn't make it. So one of the coworkers took their shift last minute. So the man ended up coming a little late, and he couldn't spray because the kids was here.
I like bigger cases because they're a challenge.
I have over 400.
I'm like, we ain't gonna be in the kitchen. That's how she was kind of pressing. I'm like, good. He's not finna be. Yeah, he know what's up. Shit. So I looking at that boy. He know what's up.
Sliced a little thicker. to hold more flavor. So when
And told me, look, I know you ain't seeing them in the cabinets, but if you just so happen to, let me know because then you got to take everything out. All right.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
No
Appreciate
problem.
you.
Say less.
Yeah. I've been getting a lot of black working men too. That's why I'm like, cool. They know what to do.
Yeah.
Because the one dude that came, he was like, look, I'm going to put this bait. You're going to see a whole lot of them and then you're going to see none at all. And that's exactly what happened. He was like, I don't want to spray your kids is in here. He's like, I'm so sorry for being late. This wasn't even supposed to be my shift. I'm like, you good?
Just
You know, all
something
nothing.
right.
Cool as shit. Explained everything, already knew was us. He was like, but if you do need us to spray, you want us to come back and spray, he was like, all you gotta do is I need to set up another appointment. All right, cool. Thank you, Mr. Black.
Right.
I'm just happy to see y'all
Working.
with a job.
Yeah.
Hello. Because, baby, guess who's not touching their critters? My black self. And I told him, I said, I don't know how you do this. He said, that don't bother me. You used to it after a while. I said, no. Not me, honey. I'll never get used to that.
And I mean, you coming, okay, I can do maybe a house I got one or two, but you know, some houses just.
That man said he done been under houses where the rats done ran past him. I said, I know you fucking lying.
That would be the last thing on
They don't,
my
whatever they pay you, they don't pay you enough.
That would be the last minute on that job.
I could be a plumber before I could be some damn pest control.
Because I'm not going to nobody's house. What? I'm not opening no cabinet, no
That's
stuff
why the
right now.
critters, that's, yeah. I know ain't none in my cabinet to shut up me. But if somebody else's, no.
They just run that, like they sitting on the couch watching TV like this.
Yeah, hell no. And then it make me question the damn people that live there.
Yeah, like what are you doing?
I had a friend, like her mom, they had a mouse problem. She lived in the 40s. Had a mouse problem. And I was just like, this is normally our girl. The mama would just, it would get cold, the mama would just lay down traps like that now. Like that now. I was like, me being me, girl, I was trying to put my little points together. Y'all sure y'all don't want to call to work in me? And her mama would be offended. Like, I'm not paying for that. You don't have to pay for that. I will pay for it.
Right, but somebody needs to pay for it.
Somebody needs to pay for it.
Right.
Because your lives are forever in
Yeah,
You guys, you niggas know this
these
niggas
mice now, bro.
like procreate, hella
And they carry
fast.
disease.
They have litters
Yeah.
of babies. Like, you guys are crazy. No.
And they carry disease. All
All
the
that
diseases
shit.
through history are carried by the mouse.
Them and groceries. Those niggas have been here forever.
Yeah, but since time began.
Okay? Them is dinosaurs.
They
Roaches are
are.
dinosaurs.
They are. They was with the dinosaurs.
Okay? They freaking survived the dinosaurs. Nigga,
Yes.
please. I'm cool.
They just looking at
They're
you like
literally
something.
indestructible. Until you step on them or spray their asses with Ray, they asses is indestructible.
And even with the raid, they live for a little while, you know,
Yeah.
fishing and whatnot, you know.
Yeah, it take a while for them to die. And these new ones, you spray them niggas with Ray and they
They
keep
just
running.
look at you,
They
yeah.
just fuck around. They just drop dead at one in
Somewhere
the
else,
spot.
yeah.
If I had a case or not. As soon as I got a hold of my attorney, she was very, very nice, very kind. Because of Utopia Myers, I don't have that pressure to worry about
She
a
said the people that was doing the construction next door literally just stopped and didn't come back. They finished it, like they finished it to the point where like maintenance could have like did the rest. But she was like, yeah, she was been trying to get them to come back. They would not come back.
They're like, no,
I'm like, I wonder, like,
what happened?
maybe the owner wasn't cutting the check. Like, I don't know. I'm like, well,
Undercover Underage, all new, Monday at 9 on ID.
guess who asked to be being sued?
Yep,
I think the owner just ain't telling her everything.
probably not.
Shit look done to me. I don't know what else you're supposed to do.
911, where's your emergency?
All new season, see no evil, tonight at 9 on ID.
The search for Beverly Puccio's killer has come full circle and landed right back where it started, with Jay Scoville, a man who discovered Beverly's body. Now detectives have learned from
Did he
another
discover it
man
or did he know
No,
it?
did he,
was?
right, did he discover it? He put it
that he
there, you
left
know?
Beverly
Okay,
with
so he
Jay
discovered it. He knew where it was.
hours before she was killed.
What were they doing when you left? Arguing.
While Michael waits in the interrogation room, detectives go back and review the traffic camera footage around Beverly's house.
We don't see this truck, we don't see anything like that pulling up or anything. We don't see anybody standing outside. Jay was not there. We had our traffic camera that focused on Jay's house, and we watched video footage throughout that whole night and didn't see him leave at all. So we were able to show that Pantieri, he's not being truthful at that point.
It's clear to detectives that Michael is trying to misdirect the investigation. So, they bring his girlfriend, Justine, back to the station. She immediately breaks down.
Of course you do. This nigga did. Save me. I didn't want to snitch because I was too afraid of him coming to get me.
Next, right?
Yeah.
For him, don't be an accessory to or something, you don't have to be. That's what you know. So, what do you know? That you know what's going on? Yeah. Tell me, please.
Justine shares more details about what happened the day following Beverly's murder.
The next day you went back out again? What does he grab? A bag. What's the bag of? Clothes, bag of money, bag of drugs.
And like with bloody fingerprints and the towel.
Where are those things are now?
We had a fire issue. We were playing in the backyard. We had some sticks and stuff. The clothes that you were wearing that night are in my bedroom. Upstairs, the shoes had blood on them. The pants had some blood on the tampon.
Dubuque police obtain a warrant to search Justine and Michael's home. What they find is unsettling. There are shoes with blood spatter on them. And in the backyard, there's a fire pit with signs that Michael attempted to destroy evidence.
He said, let's go clean the backyard. So I went and helped him clean the backyard. He started a bonfire. That bag, he got that out. He burned that in the fire.
Armed with this new information, detectives return to Michael, waiting inside the interrogation room.
Like, we got you.
Got you. That's what
Got you.
happened.
Right.
Because we already know.
4 hours of
Your girlfriend
questioning,
told us.
and detectives feel they're tantalizingly close to getting a confession.
Got you.
We talked to your girlfriend. You said she took down there. A second time. A third time. What do you mean it went happened? So why are we talking? Because I want you to...
Did he say the word we talking?
Yes, he did.
I'm fine.
I remember my lawyer. Because you know he ain't finna confess.
Mm-mm.
I think I should talk to my lawyer.
No, I did not.
When we go into an interview, especially something this big, our ultimate goal is
He just real chill. For somebody, you know, worded up somebody like
hardest
that.
thing to do
Be
is
the one.
tell somebody that you did.
I know I did it. I'm waiting on you to prove how I did it.
Yeah, I want you to prove.
Tell me how you know I did it.
Prove it to me that you know.
That's
Don't
like a
just
big ass
tell me,
power
you know,
play
prove
for
it to
them.
me.
I know I did it, nigga. I was there.
Right,
How you know I did it?
but I can say I didn't do it, and you can't say I did.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm down here at your house now. Well, listen to that. One on the worksheet. We don't know why you did it, but we know you did it.
And with that, Michael Piantieri shuts down the interview.
Yeah, I'm done talking. They didn't take me in there.
You
Go
don't
ahead and
get a
get comfortable.
confession. If we get provable lies, which is just as good as a confession. Michael admits everything to meeting Beverly at the bar, doing stuff with her at the bar, leaving with her from the bar in the cab to her place, but denies going anywhere in her apartment for any reason whatsoever. When everything we had pointed right to him. I believe that Michael's the type of person that he's kind of power and control, and that for whatever reason he thought that was being challenged by Beverly. Something set him off to start beating her up, punching her in the face, and there's so much blood but it looked like she was beaten to death. Yeah, actually, she was beaten to death.
You went over there and had sex with her and he ended up beating her to death?
With the evidence, the forensic evidence, the video evidence.
If I was the girlfriend, I'd tell you too. And this nigga
Right, and he was
cheated on me
cheating,
and
right.
killing the lady. Oh yeah.
And it made me drive me to her house?
And then yeah.
Nah, bro.
They tried to get me to be an accomplice, nigga, please, no. I feel like this is why a lot of white people do shit.
Yeah.
Black girls would be like, nigga, you want to kill me because I'm telling you. And you cheated on me, so you cheated on me, and then you want me to tell the police that I don't know shit. No, I know everything. This nigga cheated and he killed the lady.
Right, I got the notes, I got the receipts.
Okay. He said we was just going over there to clean up something.
Right.
And when I got there, the bitch was dead. Okay, so no, I'm telling you.
Yes.
We had other investigators that were looking at video surveillance and other businesses that came into play. I think the interior thought that we could say whatever, we wouldn't know any different or know any better. When actually we did.
There's a lot of bad things about homicides. Obviously, somebody's losing a daughter, somebody's losing a mom, brother, sister, whatever it might be. Our goal is to find the truth. We do our job for those people that can't speak for themselves, and Beverly can't speak for herself anymore.
I could do like, I could do forensics as far as like looking at a picture or looking at the scene after, but I wouldn't want to be the one like to show up and have to like see the body.
Right. Or tell the family.
Yeah, that too.
Then you would never met
Do forensics.
Yeah, bring me the stuff in my little lab.
Yes. Let me sit there with my candle lit. Cause I'm gonna say a prayer for these people and everything before I even get started. But you want me to show up and be right there?
Right. I'm looking at somebody. I'm
not doing that. Twisted all kinds of crazy. It's stinking there now.
Bring me the stuff in my
That's the
lab.
biggest thing. I'll fuck around gag. I'm cool.
Right. I'm throwing up now. I'm contaminated.
Yeah, contaminate the shit, disrespected the dead bodies. Like, no, my bad, y'all. I thought I could handle it. I can't.
She didn't deserve this. It just leaves an empty
I'm glad it
feeling
didn't rain like they said it was
in your
supposed
eyes.
to.
Me too. But California weather been real not
Real
California.
crazy. I was like, did we
That
move?
I can
Apparently we did. Apparently we in a tropic
talking
something.
and
And it ain't even warm enough for it to feel like the tropics.
you know, some more of our feelings.
Cold as hell. I'm like, in May?
Right.
Like, the hell kind of summer is this?
We had like one hot day.
Literally, got excited, had the kids in shorts and shit, and the
Yeah.
next day it was like, just kidding.
It was you know.
It's gonna rain today.
Yeah.
What the hell? Like, wow, the disrespect. Clearly, this is global warming.
Yeah,
What
no,
else?
they
I
don't
heard about
yeah.
stuff all the time. And
You never had no summer feel like this.
No.
This is actually my first serious case.
I know my sister. She's not gonna leave her kids.
It's real. Just the fact that I actually went to school with Annie.
This definitely raised flags for us. It was the most violent body death that I've seen in my career.
I'm very, I'm kind of funny.
That freaks to hear, like, what happened.
About what's going on.
Police department.
Yes, ma'am. My daughter is different, and I just want to make sure she has read or what was going on with me outside her. Yes, sir. And that's it. Okay, and try to find Danielle Schroeder. Danielle? Yes, ma'am. And did you know what she was wearing? No, ma'am, I don't. I haven't seen her today. Okay, when was the last time you saw her? I think she left the house somewhere around 3, maybe. 3:30. And you didn't actually see her? Okay, but her children did? Yeah. I'm just going to urge you. They couldn't get all like this, and they've got time so long.
Tazewell County Sheriff's Office dispatched 2 officers to the Pruitt home to learn more about the missing woman, 29-year-old Danielle Pruitt.
On those types of cases, most times,
The lady that had like 7 kids or some shit like that.
if they're just
Yeah,
nice and
it was like one of them areas where like everybody knew everybody. If this is the story, I think it is.
When I went to the house, we just wanted to get a baseline of who she actually spoke to throughout the day. Just trying to figure out what actually
I
happened.
might be wrong though, but the name of that county sounds familiar.
Officers arrive and are greeted by Danielle's mother and her twin sister, Nikki.
So, what you been doing today? I mean, have y'all seen her at all?
I've not seen her at all. I had to work, I was supposed to be off. I was supposed to be off work today. My boss called me and asked me could I work, and I needed the money. So, I called my sister and I asked, well, she wasn't answering her phone. So I kept calling, called Chris said she was asleep. So I told him that I needed him to get her up. It was almost 2 o'clock. I was mad that she was asleep. So he went and woke her up and I said, Danny.
Nikki explains that Danielle's roommate Chris is also her ex-boyfriend.
I guess
He did it. Because when do they not do it?
Right.
Then she heard me.
Carter said nah.
Said, you need to
Carter's family.
Well, she had a new man.
How you get a new man, but you living with the one?
With the old man.
Nikki stated that Amy had a phone call, and she told the person on the phone to meet her on the next street over.
Okay, now that ain't the one.
After that,
I remember
she
this,
left
but that
and
wasn't the one.
that was
It was
the
another one where this
last
lady,
time I
she
ever
was
heard
supposed to be
from
going on the road trip, and she ended up, these 2 men raped and killed her. And then the man, one of the dudes that did it was on like his deathbed, so he ended up confessing to a friend about what he did. The other dude that actually survived, of course, he had a good time.
He's like, you done dragged me out too.
Yeah, for real.
Like, why you didn't tell me you did it by
He
yourself?
said, nigga, I was dying. He was like, let me confess before Jesus come ask me.
Right.
He finna ask you why you sold your friend out too, fool.
Every weekend with our friends, you know, if you see her, you see me. We were together.
I watched one where, and that one disturbed me.
Danny was a single mom. So
the girl disappeared, right? She had a husband and some kids, right? Everybody couldn't find her. She worked at a preschool,
my mother know.
and she had gone to her mama's house and to fax something for the insurance. And her stepfather was there, and then nobody saw her again.
I think I know that one.
And the stepfather,
He was the one that did it, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
and he killed her and then slept with her dead body.
Yep.
Girl. And the mama had, I was like, the mama had to do
I remember
with
her.
that.
She was like, I hate him.
Yes.
She fucking hated him.
She did. She was
Because
like,
she
I
had
have
gone over there to tell her stepdad that she wanted to come back home because her relationship, her marriage wasn't working out or something. Her? I think it was that one. If we're talking about the same one.
I think because I think her and her husband was on the outskirts, and then the stepfather was trying to make it like the husband had did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was just like, oh, like, you know, she was like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and leave. And he was like, nah, you know, he was like, we should do this and make such and such jealous. And she was like, what are you doing?
Oh, no, this
Oh,
one, no.
okay, that was different.
No, this one, she was sitting there on the computer and he shot her in the back
Oh
of the head.
no, okay, see this one was different. So this one, she was sitting on the couch like she was talking to her stepfather. Same similar situation, telling her stepdad like the problems that they were like she was having with her marriage. Like this man had been around her whole life. So it was like talking to her dad.
Yeah.
And she's telling him what's going on and she, you know, she's crying. He's like, oh, it'll be okay. And then she's like, okay, well, you know, let me go ahead and head back home, whatever. And he was like, no, you should just stay here. And she's like, no, you know, like, I'm not in danger. It's just not working.
Right.
And she, he tried to like, I think he was telling her like, oh, you know, like, he said, no, you know, we should something and make her jealous.
Oh, he was like, we should do something, do a little something.
Yeah, and she was like, no.
Right, no, because you're my dad.
Yeah, and he like literally like she tried to run and get away, and he like choked her out.
Oh wow.
He pretty much raped her and he choked her.
Yeah, no, this one she came over to do that, and so she was sitting there on the computer after waiting on the fax thing, and he walked up, shot her in the back of the head, and then drug her down to the bedroom and set up a camera girl and raped her body.
No fucking
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he was a necrophiliac.
Yes.
I wonder if he knew he was a necrophiliac.
I think he did, and he said he had, I guess it was some point to the point where he had been, fantasizing about this for a while.
Oh no.
And he just couldn't,
He couldn't take it.
he couldn't take it anymore, so he followed through on his fantasies. And so the mom did. She said after the church, after they took him out of the house, yeah, she had to sit. She said she sat in a chair for 4 days.
I believe it.
Yeah. Because I'm like, you figure, as a mom, you brought that to your house.
But you can't even fault yourself for shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now. Had you known the nigga was a
You wouldn't have done it, right? You wouldn't have been with him. So that was all him, but she said she had to work through that. Yeah.
But I can understand that. Like, you can't bring her back. It's not like you can just be like, oh baby, I'm sorry.
Right, I made a mistake.
I'll never be with him. Yeah, we're done. You'll never see him again. Pressing charges. Like, no, you can't. She's not here.
Yeah.
SWAT officers clear each room in the home,
That's the shit that
but
bothers me.
find no one
You feel like you got control of another human being's body.
After completing the search,
Yeah, they don't have a choice. You want it, you get it. Whether they want to give it to you or not.
just as worrisome, however.
Or if you want them to do it, they're going to do it whether they want to do it.
Disappeared.
we didn't actually know where to go to at that point.
That's how I feel about this whole abortion thing. Whether I believe in it or not. Now, you should be able to pick.
Yeah, but
If that's what you want to do, that's between you and your God.
what I don't like is the fact that
And we just knew we had to find
there's a law that, like, if the rapist gets you pregnant,
Then you have to have
sue you.
Yeah,
For
to
terminating the damn What?
yes.
I didn't consent to this man forcing himself on me.
Right. And now I got a
I
baby
need his consent.
to get rid of the baby.
Immediately.
Yeah. He didn't need my consent to put the baby there.
Okay.
And truth be told, you get just as many dudes be trying to trap a girl with a baby just as They're poking holes in their own condoms. They trying to trap these girls just as many as girls.
Yeah. They do that just to sit you down. They want to be able to say they set you down.
Yeah.
To her family's house. I was telling them everything that's going on in the case about how we're still trying to find her. Just to search for her.
Right.
I don't know why this shit acting like niggas don't have kids with bitch babies.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody's babies are cheap nigga babies.
Right.
I know plenty of black women that was like,
Yeah, I thought it was,
I didn't believe in abortion. I didn't want this baby.
And we was being safe, so she thought, and then turned out he was, sabotaging, because he want, So I
I was in a situation before where like a dude was really trying, and I'm like, you don't have no, like, pretended to put the thing on and everything. That nigga dead in his chest. Literally, because I was like, I didn't hear no package open or nothing. What are you doing? I did. Let me see.
Right. Go ahead. It's
Real,
real
you
easy.
tripping?
It's real easy. Right. Real easy to prove. Let me see it. Yeah.
And cooties are real. It ain't even just the
babies, right?
Baby is not the worst thing that can happen to you. Cooties are real, bro. I feel like
They'll
if
kill
you trying
you,
that
yeah.
hard, you got something.
Right. Because
You
I'm
ain't
not
worried
the
about
only
it 'cause
one.
You already got it. Clearly.
Right.
Kick that man dead in his chest. Get the fuck out.
I like bigger cases because they're a challenge.
I have over 400 children.
That's selfish.
Queen of Pop is back. Dr. Pimple Popper. All new
That's
tonight
like
at
that
9
shit
on
right there should be
TLC.
considered rape too.
Here we go.
I think it is.
Well, yeah, but the hard part is you
Gotta prove that they knew, right?
So unless you got a ring camera in your house where you can literally say, right here,
Mm-hmm. Right
at
here.
11:22 and 30 seconds, I said, get the fuck out of here.
Great deals on flights, cars,
And men too, because those bitches are weird too.
Yes.
kayak.
But I think when I worked at the police station, if you knew you had a communicable disease and you didn't tell your partner, that is against the law, yeah. But you had to prove they knew it, yeah.
It's like the people that knowingly have AIDS and
Yeah, like I said, I think the hard part with
who
those
has
is
that diagnosed in 1994,
Right.
you running around in 2014.
just
giving
screwing
people
with no,
shit,
right,
You knew, you didn't act like you didn't know.
right,
Your medical records say you didn't have this shit for 30 years.
right. Ain't no way you didn't know. You went get injections or medicine every month, You knew.
And then nowadays there's different medications that will keep you like how, like the gay community.
Yeah.
PrEP is a thing in the gay community.
Yes, man, they
Nigga,
believe
say
it.
something.
Yes.
I mean, and there's a bunch of them walking around with the shit, so I guess in that community, it's like, you want a party, you gotta take this pill.
Right.
And all the ones you might like have this. And I always say, and unfortunately, as much as they don't like to admit it, the gay people ain't the problem. That's all these straight men
That's out there
causing
tripping.
the issues. Yeah, y'all are the ones passing shit around.
Them downloads.
Gay people are very out in the open about whatever they got going on. I don't see any straight men talking about how they're HIV positive, what happened, what they learned from it. Them gay boys in a minute will say, oh yeah, you know, I was diagnosed in this and this year.
Right.
This is what I've learned from this.
This is what I've been doing.
I've seen young ladies that do that. I've noticed there's a lot more young ladies that come out now that have like herpes and shit. And they educate people on the internet about it, like how they got it. You know, a lot of the time, that's one of those ones that's easy to pass because the men don't have the symptoms.
Right.
The women end up getting the symptoms.
They got all
So it's easy for the man to say, I ain't had that shit, she gave it to me.
Like,
knowing your dirty ass was walking around with this.
Right.
It can make your workday feel impossible.
It's a couple of stories I've seen of young girls where they, the first time they lost their virginity, they ended up contracting the shit.
Yeah.
So how you gonna say she gave it to you? She ain't never had sex with nobody before you.
Where'd she get it from? If she gave
I got
it
a
to you,
homie. That man, he lost his virginity and the very first time, shot that girl club up with triplets.
Oh.
When I tell you that man has never had another kid, and I was like, I believe it.
He's like, I got enough.
That was like the first time he said, nigga, the first time. I said, baby, look here, I done got a vasectomy after that. I'm cool. I got 3 kids one time.
Right, I had sex one time, got 3 kids.
I'm straight.
I didn't even get to have sex 3 times.
I always say, if the Lord would have gave me multiples on the first, I'd been done.
That's it.
What the hell do I need more?
Right, when you take the baby out, take the uterus
I
too.
be talking to God. I feel like that now. You didn't have to just tie my shoes and figure the whole thing out. I don't need it no more. Donate it to somebody. Shoot. I'm telling you, after look, me and God be having a conversation all the time because I'm trying to figure out why you gave me 2 kids that look just alike a year apart. Why didn't you just give them to me at the same time?
Right, if you was gonna give me twins.
I had to go through 2 pregnancies for these niggas to look at, sound, and smell just alike.
So we could have just had a one and done, right?
Yeah, bro. Had me pregnant for 2 years in a row. Child, look here. Like, hold on, Jesus. Let me have a conversation.
Let me talk. Let me holler at
For
you
real,
real quick.
because people really do be asking, are they twins? And then when I say no, they just look like, I feel like an asshole. Because I have to go back and say, no, I'm sorry, I'm really not trying to be like rude, but they really just only look alike.
Right. They're a whole year
Like,
apart.
yeah, they're a year and a half apart. And that's usually what I do. They be like, are they twins? I'm like, no, they're a year and a half apart. But Junior's stocky, so he's a little short.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Ayana really are only like 3 inches apart.
Oh, wow, okay.
And then because they're so close in age, she's a lot more advanced, and she always running behind him.
Mm-hmm.
He told her yesterday, he was trying to tell her something, and she was like, no, Junior, no, it's not. He said, Ayana, I don't want to fight with you. He said, I'm just trying to tell you. I was like, oh, Lord. I said, they done been listening to the mom and dad. I told my mom, I said, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little proud that he picked that one up.
So that's a helpful one to
Yeah.
have. Yeah.
See, who wife he finna argue with? Who he finna
He's
argue
like,
with
yeah,
about
no, no. I said what I said. That's it. We're not gonna argue
Every
about
time my
it.
daddy tried it, my mama shut that shit down. Look here, ma'am, I'm not trying to fight with you. I learned from the best. Cause Nick could be the one. I'm like, bro, if you need attention, you say it.
Right.
You're not gonna get nothing but ignored. You might as well let that go.
Right.
Showed up. It was chaos there. They're screaming.
It's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go.
No.
Investigators searched the
You need to
vehicle,
learn that real
but they
fast, sir.
find
I
no
don't
trace
argue.
of
I'm
Danielle
not gonna
or
argue
her
with you.
missing roommate.
You wanna talk to me? I'll talk to you.
Honestly,
I remember like the first time we broke up was literally because he was trying to argue, and I was like, bro, I think I snapped, and I was like, you done brought me out of character. This ain't gonna work.
You gotta get on out.
I don't wanna act like this. You gotta be ready to like murder your ass and tell your mama that I did. Like,
Be like, yeah, I did it. Here's why.
she would know.
Yeah.
She knows she raised that damn monster.
This is actually my first.
But she told me, she was like, yeah, she said, I knew when I met you, like, he wasn't, his ass didn't stand a chance. He was gonna have to get his shit together. Nigga, cause I
don't play. Right.
And she could be.
I was raised by my daddy. Nope. And I always tell him, if he had a Mexican mama, this was not gonna work. I was like, you better be glad your daddy was Mexican. He was like, what do you mean? I said, you can always tell the kid whose mama was another.
Yes. I was just
Saying
having
that different. They view of black women is different. They view of women period is different. They really believe that women supposed to just be out here struggling.
Yeah.
So they black asses. No.
I just had this conversation with my cousin. I was like, yeah, you can tell when the mama is
Biracial
together.
kids with non-black mothers, they resent that shit. They hate it too. Because they get raised like the non-blacks.
Yes.
A lot of them say that.
I really couldn't get the words out.
Black kids, like biracial kids with black mothers,
it's very obvious. And they don't play, you know.
Yeah, they're more, to me, they identify better with us.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones have to go through, hey, so your party was black trainer.
Right. Come on over here, let me teach you.
I know your mama taught you white privilege, but baby, that don't apply to you. You went too dark for that. They can tell by your nose.
You wouldn't pass the paper bag test.
Hello. Even if you did pass it, they know. This ain't the 50s or 60s. Your ass, they don't give a damn.
They see it.
Passing don't work. We know. And black people look at you
back
like,
they know. Right, that you can pass with everybody but us.
Yeah,
we'll see you. Right.
It is so funny because if I show you like my grandfather, my grandfather used to pass, and I told my dad, I said he wasn't passing. They knew his ass was black. They knew he was black. I said I feel like what happened was just because he was lighter, he just felt safer to them.
Yeah.
Because there's pictures where they was like, oh, he was the first black person to be a part of this and this organization. And he in the damn picture with a whole bunch of white people. Looking just as light skinned as him. I'm like, nigga, please, you can tell. Look.
Yeah. Like you know.
That's a black man. You can tell.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, he knew what he was doing. That man was just safe looking. That man wasn't nothing.
It was light enough for them to ignore.
Right, he had green eyes, made the people feel like they was comfortable. Made them feel comfortable. I'm like, that was a damn black man.
Yes, it
you
was.
could tell his ass was black.
Yeah, very much. Yeah.
This picture hurts my heart because they both fit together now.
Oh.
That's the cousin that left me. She got a twin. That's them too.
Oh.
But yeah, girl, I'm like, child, you can tell. I was trying to find, because when he was younger, he looked more black to me. I don't know if they, The older brother was just like him.
Yes.
But I'm like, come on now.
Yeah,
This is his worst behind picture.
Yes.
His senior picture. I was like, child, please. Who the hell was y'all?
But I read a book and this girl was passing, but whenever somebody black would come around,
they knew.
She would hide because she knew they would know.
It's a video on, was it Netflix? I want to say it was the Netflix or Amazon Prime. When I find it, if I remember, I'm going to send it to you. But that's what it was pretty much about. Like this girl, she grew up in this black Southern community, but she ended up like, she was so fair-skinned that she got married like this white dude. And the dude was like racist. And her friend, she ended up like running into an old friend, and the friend was like, so you mean to tell me that your husband really don't know that you're black?
I think I've seen that movie. It's got old girl from the Marvel movie.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. And that lady was really trying to play it off, like, girl, you in a whole bunch of rooms with these people that don't even relate to you.
Yeah.